My name is Nick Sowers. Our company is Guided Financial Advisors. Our company is an independent, comprehensive financial planning firm that heavily focuses on planning, but through that we also offer investment advisory services as well. I grew an organization in Orlando and we used VentureX for roughly about a year up there. But we've been members here in West Palm Beach at VentureX for a little bit more than 2 years now. We found out about VentureX, I believe, when we were first up there just canvassing the area, walking around. They had not even opened yet, so they had a big window display, come in and check out the space, and we were looking for space, so we popped in and it just seemed to align really nicely with what we were looking for. The transition from one location to another was relatively seamless. Very similar setups, if you will, in regards to the branding of the location itself, but same flexibility with the term, same flexibility with the teams. Very, very accommodating to anything that we would need help with, whether it's more space, whether it's less space, whether it's printing, or whether it's a conference room, just very accommodating with everything that we need. Productivity here at VentureX is really important because I have 2 kids at home under 18 months old, so these are almost hyper-focused days here in the office, which is really nice. It's nice to see other businesses around with very entrepreneurial mindsets as well. But yeah, it's been really great to have the opportunity to be in here around like-minded individuals and then be at home 2 other days of the week to kind of help mom and help the kids and other things like that. I individually have an office where primarily we run a lot of meetings out of that, so that's one of the main uses for that office itself. But we have 6 individuals that are a part of our team. They have what are called community memberships. So it works really nicely for us because, again, we're in here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we work from home on Mondays and Fridays. So it gives a lot of flexibility for us to be able to come and go throughout the week without having to tie ourselves down into an actual office space or take up that type of cost either. So when we first started here at VentureX, one of the other amenities that we utilized was the virtual mailbox. So when I first started, I had 1 baby, and so I was working from home full time, but I needed a virtual address, so that's what we utilized here initially. Once we grew our team to 1 additional person, we used the community membership. That eventually evolved into a semi-shared private office where we rented a desk that was in a private room with a couple other businesses. We eventually took on an individual private office for ourselves and then have continued to utilize the community memberships. Yeah, we started off with just a virtual office and kind of grown and expanded from there. I'm sure there'll be some other opportunities that we'll need to take advantage of as we continue to grow and expand into the future. It's interesting because you meet all different walks of life here. There was one gentleman that was a community member as well as ourselves, so we got to know each other quite well. Completely different business, but just almost good mentorship, for lack of a better term. Just provides good insight. He was relatively older, but very, very calm demeanor, very, very nice guy as well, but good to pick his brain from time to time and has nothing to do with our business. But there are some other businesses that do have synergy, so we distribute different products and services from different investment companies. There was an investment company here who we got to know quite well. They outgrew their space, and it looks like they took on a full office space of their own somewhere else. But nonetheless, you're going to meet all different walks of life here, and you can leverage those relationships to learn and grow and develop as a leader or as a professional. You could also learn and leverage those relationships into business opportunities, but kind of a mixed bag with the different people that you meet here. Abby and the entire team have been very, very helpful. Anything that we need, they're always very accommodating. They got my newborn son a couple little gifts, which is always really, really nice. They'll bring in donuts, or they used to do waffles or pancakes, I think it was. Chick-fil-A comes in from time to time, but always giving back to the community, which is always really appreciated. With any business, you're trying to manage your P&L as effectively as possible, and it just seems like VentureX is a place that gives you a lot of flexibility with how you manage your cost for office space in and of itself. Whether it's needing an individual space, whether it's just needing a community or somewhere that you can have a little bit more concentrated work time. I think I'm productive at home, but surely the days that we're in here without the distractions of kids or your wife or anything like that at home just allows for a little bit more focus. So I think it has something to offer just about anybody, especially like-minded entrepreneurs, and figuring out how you can manage that cost most effectively is one of the opportunities that we liked here.